Falcons scoring! Down near the pylon. Did he get in?
Garrett denied. Oh! There's no denying!
Little mini Megatron.
You are looking at the spectacular ESPN Wide World of Sports at the beautiful Walt Disney World Resort, Florida. A great place for just about every sport, including football, as we get you ready for the 2014 Pop Warner Super Bowl. And welcome inside, everybody. Kevin Cork and Josh Bruce with you. Listen, if Josh is here, it means it's our favorite time of year as we get ready for the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl. Good to see you, my friend.
It's great to see you. We're excited to be here. 70 teams have qualified, all from throughout the country. They're looking forward to finding out who they're going to play here in the Super Bowl, so let's find out for them.
Find out together. We have a lot coming your way today, including news about the Cheer and Dance National Championships that are also a huge staple here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. That plus Division I bracket coming up in just a bit. But first things first, it's Division II's bracket, beginning with, oh, you guessed it. Let's start with a very small folks there. We're talking about the junior peewees in Division II.
And you certainly got here. You've got Watchung Hills from New Jersey and Kelso from Washington. Watchung Hills hasn't been here since 2006. Kelso, first time here, and they are a gritty, hard-nosed team. So I expect that to be a great game for us to start off the tournament.
And speaking of, you can watch that game on ESPN3. Elsewhere, how about the Deer Valley Snakes?
You got to like them from Arizona. They're going to have a tough competitor in Milford, but I'll tell you, that game you really got to watch out for. Creeks, always a good team, but I'll tell you what, that College Station Raiders team, really impressive in their regional game. They could be pulling off an upset here in the first round.
A perennial powerhouse, College Station Raiders. We're looking forward to them as well. The winners there will move on to semifinal number 2, a game you can watch on ESPN3. Meanwhile, in Division II Pee-wee, we begin with a team from the Centennial State of Colorado.
Yeah, you got the Colorado Springs War Dogs. They are 35-3 since 2012. They came here last year, lost. Say it's their mission to win this year, and they're playing against Hoffman Estates. Interesting thing about that, their head coach, Mark Muir, he is a local Chicago cop, and he is a part of a group called Law Enforcement Athletics Program called LEAP to get kids off the street playing football. So this is a fantastic thing for him to come on down here.
Very good storyline there. Of course, the winner there will take on the winner of the Hornets and Cowboys. Elsewhere, you see Raiders and Cardinals against the Colts and the Saints.
You gotta like the Colts-Saints game here. Colts, you know what? This is going to be their first time down here. The Norfolk Saints, last year's winner, so they're going to have a big game there, but should be a great one, the first one. Don't sleep on either the Raiders or the Cardinals either.
Make sure that you come and check out the Colts because they will have lots of fan support. Of course, that contest coming up Saturday. The winners there will meet in semifinal number 2 on ESPN3. Next up, it is the junior midgets in Division II.
All right, you've got Port St. Lucie, you got Capital City. Little thing about this, Port St. Lucie's coach was here, won a Super Bowl as an assistant coach a few years ago. Now you got Cap City. On that team is the son of Torrey Holt, 7-time Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl winner himself. So we'll see. Does the NFL go in there and help out that kind of stuff with the Super Bowl, or does the experience down here pay off in the coaching in that matchup?
Oh, gotta love that one. Elsewhere, it's the Titans and the Storm. And a little bit later, you see, at 4 o'clock on the 6th, we have the Secret Society Panthers and the Northeast Nighthawks.
Yeah, it's a great matchup here. Eastern versus West-Con for us. It'll be Arizona versus the Maryland area. Both powerhouses for us in Pop Warner, so anybody's game there.
Don't forget the championship coming up on ESPN3 Friday, December 12th. In the early afternoon. How about the midgets? These are the biggest kids in this competition. Division II, it's the West Lynn Rams against the Chino Colts.
And it's just Chino's first time, so congratulations to them. West Lynn last year came on down, had a good run at it, couldn't quite finish the deal. I think they are a team to beat definitely in this bracket.
Trojans and Saints winners there will move on to semifinal number 1. Elsewhere, Warriors and Colts. And then we have the Garner Trojans and the Fair Park Cardinals.
Yeah, you know what? I like that game. It's right from Garner, right outside of Raleigh. Fair Park, right there in Texas. Should be a great matchup of two powerhouse football states. Should be a great game all the way around.
A lot of talent out there on the field. Cannot wait. Don't forget the championship coming up Friday, December 12th. Quick timeout. We have Division I unveiling, plus more on the Cheer and Dance National Championship. This is ESPN's coverage of the Pop Warner Super Bowl.
The peak of Expedition Everest can be seen from just about everywhere around Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. It calls the brave to challenge high-altitude hairpin turns and puts you face-to-face with the snarling beast who guards the mountain, the legendary Yeti. When you run Disney, every mile is magic. Marathon and half-marathon races through Disney theme parks are waiting for you at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and Disneyland Resort in California, along with the best finisher medals around. For more information, visit rundisney.com.
You're looking at the beautiful ESPN Wide World of Sports, host once again to the Pop Warner Super Bowl. And this is the Selection Show. KC and JP with you once again. Now, if you followed the Pop Warner Super Bowl at all, you know that football is great, but despite the name, it's not just about football.
Yeah, it's cheer and dance also. We're excited for another great year down here. Over 400 teams coming down. And excited for a second year of our Thursday night broadcast on ESPN3.
It's just so much fun, and we cannot wait to welcome all the terrific athletes to take part in the Pop Warner National Cheer and Dance Championships. It's coming up Thursday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch it on ESPN3. Or if you're on the go, you can take the action with you with the terrific Watch ESPN app. Time now to go back to football. It's the Division I brackets, and we're going to begin with the Junior Pee-wees.
You've got the Bills and Redskins in that first matchup. Interesting thing about the Redskins, the coach gives a little pat on each player's head before they start to think. They're a very smart team, and it's done them real well this year. They're undefeated. I
like that idea. Aztecs, Bruisers going head-to-head as well. You see Wolfpack and Eagles in quarterfinal number 3.
Yeah, you know, you've got East Bay, who's a perennial favorite down here, along with Dorchester, who's come back the last few years. Again, this is anybody's bracket. All 8 teams are fantastic.
And as somebody who lived in New England for a long time, it's Dorchester. All right, Jags and Bulls, meanwhile, going head-to-head in quarterfinal number 4. Meanwhile, in the Pee-wee Division I, it's the Hornets and the Razorbacks, and we've seen them plenty.
Yeah, I was going to say, these are 2 teams that have met before, and Watkins out of D.C., always a chance to win a championship. Same with Florida City Razorbacks. This will be Watkins, their head coach, first time at Florida City. This is Curtis Dewberry's, I believe, 8th trip. He's won 4 of them before.
Very impressive. You can watch the action on ESPN3 coming up Sunday, December 7th at 4 p.m. Elsewhere, the Division I Pee-wees, another team that really, quite frankly, seemingly is always in the mix when we're talking about the championship, and that's the Mustangs from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, definitely. The Virginia Beach Mustangs, great out of Mid-South. And again, with Fort Collins, they can't sleep on that game. Fort Collins, an excellent team, and very quickly you find, especially in these younger divisions, you get down early, sometimes you can put yourself in too much of a hole.
Got to be really careful. The Outlaws are tough. Wildcats and Colts, meanwhile, going head-to-head in that other quarterfinal. Junior Midgets shaping up this way. The Far West Jets, we love them, don't we?
Yeah, I was going to say, and this is the coaching matchup of the tournament. In some cases, we've got Bruce Pearl of the Mustangs. He's won a championship. He's been down here a whole bunch of times. You've got Jason Kidder coaching the Far West Jets. He's won 2 championships. This will be his 5th time. Honestly, I can't wait for this game. This should be the best game of the first round.
Yeah, no question. And we love the Mustangs, too. As you see, Blizzard and East Bay Wolves, we've talked a bit about them as well. They'll be going head-to-head in the 6 o'clock matchup. How about the quarterfinal number 3 in the Junior Midgets? I see Colts against Warriors, Liberty City, another team that travels very well.
Yeah, I was going to say Liberty City, certainly a favorite in this bracket. Again, Harvey, though, coming off a very difficult win in their regionals in really tough conditions in the snow. So you got to like their hard-nosed football. Could give Liberty City and their speed a little bit of trouble.
And don't fall asleep on the Seahawks out of West Haven. They'll be battling the Watkins Hornets, another team with a lot of talent that they will put out there on the field. How about the Midgets in Division I as we continue our look at the selection show here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl? I see the Raiders against, well, Raiders.
Yeah, I was going to say it's New Britain Raiders. First time they've been back in a long time, but they have just blown through the competition in New England, won their regional by over 30 points, playing Morgan Hill. It's one of their first times down here again at one time, so really an exciting matchup for both these. Great to see both programs down here again.
Hard-hitting New Britain. Elsewhere, you see the Vikings and Mavs go head-to-head in that other quarterfinal. Panthers and Raiders, meanwhile, in quarterfinal number 3. And Sweetwater is back in the mix.
Yeah, you got Sweetwater, Palmetto, a great battle of Florida, and then Ohio Elite, Northwest Raiders. We've seen the Northwest Raiders make it to the finals twice in the midgets. Maybe 3rd time's a charm for them this year.
They're going to see if they can finally get over the hump and make their way to the semifinal number 2. Of course, that game you can watch on ESPN3 as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at the unlimited bracket. A little unusual setup here, Josh.
Yeah, a little bit different. It's 6 teams. Not all the regions play it. It's continuing to grow. But I'll tell you, Everett's been playing it probably the longest, and I expect them to be a real difficult game there in the first round for Oak Park.
As you see, the Tories and the Red Miners with the bye in the quarterfinal, they will meet in the semifinal. That should be a lot of fun. Cannot wait to bring you that. By the way, we want to make sure that you are interactive with us, and we want you to be joining the conversation at every opportunity. But first things first, don't forget we have a great website.
Yeah, popwarnersb.com or popwarner.com. Make sure you follow all the action all week long.
It's fantastic. I promise you're going to love it. By the way, on Facebook, we want you to go to facebook.com, and then at the top of the page, you have the little search bar. Just type in the words Pop Warner. It'll take you right to our page. You're going to see lots of great stuff there, including some really, and I mean really cool pictures. We're also very active on Twitter. You know I certainly am active on Twitter. We want you to follow us on Twitter at @pop_Warner on Twitter. And we have a couple hashtags we want to share.
Yeah, the hashtags, hashtag PopWarnerSB for the football, and hashtag PopCheerChamps for the cheer.
It's going to be a lot of fun, so be sure to stay connected with us and join the conversation. Quick time out here on the program. We have a lot more coming your way, including, hey, who's going to be on TV and how do I find them? We're going to tell you all about that next.
Disney soccer tournaments sponsored by AS Roma provide athletes of all ages the opportunity to compete against athletes from across the U.S. and around the world. From 3-on-3 youth tournaments to elite showcase events with hundreds of college recruiters present, the ESPN Wide World of Sports soccer program offers something for everyone. To find out how you can play here, visit DisneySoccer.com. Ride like a rock star at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Buckle up and hit 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds on rock and roller coasters starring Aerosmith. You will take off in a convertible stretch limo through the streets of LA, through loops, corkscrews, and more to get you to the concert on time. This exciting ride in the dark will leave you cheering for an encore.
It is without a doubt my favorite time of year, the Pop Warner Super Bowl, right here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. And we welcome you once again, everybody, to our campus and to the selection show. Casey and JP with you. And best of all, because we work at ESPN, well, one of us works at ESPN, we get to broadcast the games and you can watch them. I know you appreciate that. Let me show you our upcoming schedule. It's terrific, folks. Games aplenty, beginning Saturday, December 6th. A full slate, Josh.
Oh, it really is, and I'll tell you, you can't miss that 4 o'clock game. I'm telling you, the Pirates-Steelers, don't miss it. It could be the game of the tournament.
And we wrap it all up on the 6th in that particular Division II schedule with the Rams and Colts. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're in the area, come on out and join us. Meanwhile, in Division I, Sunday, December 7th, another great day, including a Raider v. Raider matchup.
Yeah, it should be a great time. Morgan Hill versus New Britain. Well, I've been here in a long time. Should be a great matchup. Like I said, no NFL that day. It's all Pop Warner.
All Pop Warner, and I love that Jets Mustangs matchup as well. Okay, on Tuesday, December 9th, Division II shaping up this way. You've got semifinal action across the board. Junior Peewees, Junior Midgets, and then the Midgets getting underway right around 3:15 in the afternoon. Again, you can watch all the action online on ESPN3. Then Wednesday the 10th, sort of the same setup. Division I, Junior Peewees, then the Midgets, happening at 10:30 in the morning, followed by the Peewees, and then the Junior Midgets getting underway right around 3:30. Then it's finally here, my man.
Oh, it's Championship Friday and Saturday. I can't wait.
Cannot wait. Junior Peewees, followed by the Peewees, Junior Midgets, and the Midgets getting underway Friday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. And then we wrap it all up Saturday, December 13th. Again, the final contest, the Junior Midgets. Should be a lot of fun. Don't forget that Midget Championship. You can watch that one on ESPN2. That one gets underway at noon. So it's going to be great. I promise.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin. Don't forget to join us for the Pop Warner Super Bowl right here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. We'll see you again next time.